Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Jez Pure Tarot Readings and Spiritual Channel. Thank you for being here with me today. Today, I would be doing a 10 card spread. It's a Celtic spread, basically telling you where you at right now, what is your potential challenges, what to focus on, your past, your strength, your near future, your suggestion, and an approach, and also what you need to focus on, what you need to know from your higher self, hopes and fears, and the outcome and potential of your reading today. So, I would like to start off with the Sun card. The Sun card is the card of the day. There's always a card of the day, and this card signifies that there's happy times are here. The Sun presents, it signifies relief, especially if you've been struggling physically or mentally. Soon you'll shine with your bright, confident self and let others feel your positive energy and get close to you. For this reason, it's an excellent time to make friends and try new things that you haven't tried before. So, with that being said, this is the card of the day. So, I'll just put it on the side. The next card I'd like to start with my angel cards. See if there's any see if there's any messages or anything from the universe that they want to tell you. Angels, Archangel Michael. Before I start this reading, before I start, before I start, that is what was wrong. Let me go off with my usual reading, as I usually say it's itself. Now, Archangel Michael, please surround us. God, protect us against any and all negative energies. Okay, let me. That was wrong with me today. Anyway, I'm sorry. It's been a long morning today, and I'm going to light my sage right now. Bear with me 1 second, because this sage protects us, our sacred space right here, from any bad energies, any unknown or unseen things in the dark. So we don't want the dark. We want the light in this channel. So bear with me 1 second. It goes off and on, but I just want to make sure it's lit. Okay. I just meditated a little bit and kind of like, bear with me 1 second, because it's like I meditated and I just seen some stuff. I drew it down to see if it was like, I always meditate before reading to get any extra insights, and if I see anything in my meditation, I try to paint the picture. And trust me, I'm not a good artist. But okay, so I like the incense is sandalwood. You can use Frankenmuir, sandalwood, lavender, stuff like that. Okay, so now I got the sage going on, smelling good in here for your nice, beautiful readings. And while I'm doing this, you could think of any questions you might have for the angels, and this is the time that you can go grab something to eat, relax, take your shoes off, and just enjoy your reading. Now I have the sage going on here, and let's just say clear this space for many. So Archangel Michael, please surround us. God, protect us against any and all negative energies and any negative energies or entities, seen or unseen, known or unknown. I ask that all angels assist Archangel Michael to guard us and protect us from all ways, above as so below, side by side, under us, and all around us of any negative or entities that is not in my best interest, but only the good, positive energy that flows out of light. I ask all of my angels to guard and protect my clients and viewers from any unwanted energy or identities. Any unknown or known energy, angels, please come forward and be part of Cancer's reading today and help me to create this sacred space. Allow me to get out of the way for the information you import through me and to flow freely from the best and highest good to my viewers and clients. Okay, so with that being said, we are ready now. Okay, so that this just goes off because there's a lot in there. So let me just keep it burning in here. All positive energy in and all negative energy out. All positive energy in and all negative energy immediately leave. All positive energy can stay. All positive energy and all negative energy out. All positive energy in and all negative energy immediately out. Okay, so we're done with that. So we're going to put that on the side here. It's loud. Oh, my hand's itching. I don't know why, but okay, so bear with me a second. Here we go. Okay, angels and Archangel Michael, please. Is there, this is a reading for Cancer, and is there any messages that Cancer should know, or is there anything that you would like, any, I don't know, like I'll try to get out. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry. Angels, is there any messages that you want to give to Cancer? Is there any messages that you want to give to Cancers for Cancer's reading today? Is there any message you want to give to Cancer? So I'll take this out the way here on the side. So, is there any messages for? Is there any messages for Cancers? Is there any messages for Cancer? 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 Or is there anything that Cancer should may know? Or is there anything that the angels of the higher self wants to tell? Spirit, angels, Archangel Michael, if you're here, please give me a sign. So this is for Cancer's reading today. Is there any messages for Cancer, or is there any suggestions that you would like to say to Cancers? All Cancers, this is a reading for Cancer, Spirit. Is there any messages that you would like to give to Cancer? Is there any messages you would like to give to Cancer? Okay. The messages have confidence. Excuse me. Have confidence. God bless me. Excuse me. Oh Lord. Have confidence. So in the little reading it says a little thing in there, and excuse me, oh my gosh. Hold it. That's just going on. So anyway, I'm sorry. So it says have confidence. And if there's anything that you're going through right now, this card, I'm going to read the little thing that says right there. It says, moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will bow your courage and faith. And also, I always like to say this because I didn't even know it, through my research, through my learning, through my higher self. When we're always calling on God, and it's fine, but also the angels are there all the time. They cannot intervene with our lives. We will have to call up upon them so that they can help us, and that's how it goes. They cannot just come in. And the angels are trying to tell you that to trust what you have, and it would complete your mission, that whatever it is that you're going through. Also, you may not completely understand how you fulfill your task or your everyday task, but have faith that you will continually be guided by the angels and God. The more you can, like, depersonalize your mission and know that it's not about you, the better. Don't listen to the voice that asks you, who, me? That your inner voice that talks to you, and you know what I'm talking about. And also, it can mean that you um, stay in the moment and focus one thing at a time. Give all worries and concerns to the gods and the angels, and ask the angels to increase your faith. Trust, that God will love, and He's working through you. So if you believe God, God will come through. The angels, if you're going through something, just be like, you talk to the angels the way you talk to God. The only thing about the angels is that you have to call up on them. Even my Archangel Michael, and there's other ones too. There's Chrononis. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but there's one, and I'm going to find out more. And which I know I have Barakiel Angel is he's too. He's good one too. He's the blessing angel as well. So there is some angels videos that I do put up on, but it wasn't a video. It was just like some documentation. Now we're going to put the angel card here because it's associated with your reading somewhere somehow. So now, with that being said, I'm going to put our Michael card here, and we're going to go and start our reading. And I'm excited for doing this reading. I'm doing this reading for a friend that asked me, and I said, okay, um, so I'm kind of excited, and so yes, I'm glad here to be here with you guys, and whatever it is that you're going through, believe me, confidence and believing and just thinking positive, it'll all work out. Okay, so the 10 is a self check. So it's kind of long, but it tells you everything that you need to know and where you at in life, and even if you don't have a clue or anything like that. And if I will always say this is a general reading, and if it doesn't resonate with you, like if it doesn't make sense to you, then basically take what makes sense and leave the rest. Okay? So now with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and shuffle these cards, see what's going on. And then if we need to clear any cards, then we're gonna go ahead and clear them there. All right. There's a certain way that I have to shuffle these cards because they're so new. That is the way I shuffle the cards. Oh, what's going there? It's hard for me to shuffle them like this. I'm in the middle of how you say look at this. Bear with me 1 second. I don't want to go through it. Okay. I'm trying to set my studio up because it takes me a while to set everything up, and just coming in and having everything set up is it's time consuming, and I'm renovating right now, so bear with me. as I renovate. So now, here we go. Right now, I'm working with a webcam camera, so I'm thinking about getting a camcorder that I could just record it and upload it or be live while and it'll be just a little bit much easier, guys. That's why. Oh my God, bear with me 1 second. I do not read reversible cards, and because I just don't believe in the reverse cards as well. I think it's just the devil's advocate. And sometimes I guess that's just for me. I don't entertain reverse cards at all. And I've seen some reverse cards in here, so I just want to make sure that there is no reverse cards in my deck. So I do appreciate your patience. So, I just import the messages that it comes to me and stuff that way. I don't. Okay, here we go. So they're all good. I'm hoping that I can get all of them in there, the 10, even if I have to move stuff. Oh, and I am waiting. So I am waiting for a package to be delivered. So it's a new microphone. Okay, here we go. This reading is for spirits. Reading is for cancers. What they need to know, what's going on with them, where they are right now, and what is the potential outcome of the situation if they have a situation. And also your moon, sun, moon, and rising. I will give a little planetary horoscope at the end. Sometimes it comes to me, sometimes it don't. So depending on the reading, because every reading is different. I just like to shuffle these cards really good. Okay, so what is Cancer facing? What is their potential? What is their past, present, future? And what they should be doing right now, focusing on? And what's the most important thing that you would like to tell Cancer in this 10 reading as well? This one came slashing out. So is there anything that the universe would like to say to Cancer? And is there any suggestions that Cancer should know for before we start this reading? And the card wants to come out. The Sun. So there we go. I picked two cards the universe wants to tell you. Now, the 10 of Wands and the Sun, the 19. So we're going to go ahead with the first card that the universe threw out at you. And it's the Wands. The Wands, and I always say the Wands are associated with your inspiration, your creativity, and who you are. So it's like you're leaving something in the picture. It shows that you're leaving something. I always say, I'm sorry. You're leaving something, you have your stuff packed, right? Moving away from some, which it signifies that you are like some type of burden. Um, it could mean accomplishment, some kind of responsibility or burden that I'm getting at of this card. And when, it's a burden card, it shows that you already completed a circle of struggle. Also, after spending too many resources and lots of energy for success, you have finally overcome the obstacles. And so, like, all your efforts has finally been rewarded. You find yourself living in a world of money where you're okay, poverty, and suffering from no chance. And also, it sounds like satisfying, marvelous. This card decides of responsibilities on your side, like it's a business that you started and it's or going to start and it's flourishing and keeping you on your toes. The main problem is that these issues could overwhelm you and you may lose control, which requires you to make sure that you know how to prioritize and solve the ones that are present. Also, this card expresses how people try to burden themselves with responsibility after they attain initial success, and it's like graduating from a job, from a college, and starting to make it in the real world. Also, and you just keep getting challenges that keep coming at you, and may find yourself um, something after you may be looking something. I mean, wait, I'm doing something with parents. You may be starting a family or looking out for your family, and at the same time, um, it'll make you feel like you're not yet successful, and it becomes a burden because at some point you find out that nothing is being done. And I guess the lesson of this card is that people should be moderate, prioritize, and understand that there cannot be solved. They cannot solve everything, and sometimes you must let things go and give it to others, and let the burden be shared instead of taking all the burdens yourself. If this is what you're facing. And in the love aspect of this card, you um, you may feel like there's a heavy burden, and you know in other aspect of your life like work or your finances, you may have a weight on you lately, and it's making it difficult and stress for your relationship at the time, if that makes any sense. And also, if you're attached, don't be afraid to ask for help. You can basically, if you're with somebody, you share your worries with your lover, you share everything with your lover. So, you probably would want to have a chance to become closer and ease, your worries on each other. And if you're single, don't be afraid to spend some time on your own. And everyone needs to focus on themselves before they can focus on finding a partner or taking care of anybody else. You got to take care of yourself first. So basically, the message from the universe is like you are having a burden and you're tired of it, you just want to go. And then the second message, the sun, which is so surprisingly because today, I mean, not today, the card of the day today is the sun. And then you got the card, the sun. See? Shiny. And the sun is our major arcana. Basically, the major arcana is like is these cards are it's a lesson that you have to learn in it that you're coming out of. Joy, successful is a positive card, celebration, like you completed something, and it represents fulfillment. It also on your darkest day, you know. The sun, it also is like a radiance. It gives you strength and fertility and luck. And also, you might feel there might be some joy or happiness coming to you because of your own personal fulfillment. You provided others with inspiration, and uh, and joy as well. And people are drawn to you because they are capable of seeing the warm and beautiful energy that you are and which you bring into their life. And also, you are a person, you are in a position in which you are capable of sharing your qualities and your achievement with other people. And you're like a radiant light, like you shine and affection towards those who care about you the most. So, so you left or you're leaving something that was burden on you, and then that's what happened. So there's a message from the universe. So there's all these cards are going to come in together with your reading today. So here we go. Card number one, I would tell you which card. Number one, number two, card number three, card number four, card number five, card number six. Oh, oh. Bear with me 1 second. Let's see. One, two, 3, 4. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, you might not see all the cards, but I will put them up as I get them. So, now card number one, 8 of Swords. So I'm going to put this here so you can see 8 of Swords. Uh-huh. 8 of Swords. Okay, let's put this up. That card number one represents yourself. So, this card, 8 of Swords. The Swords is air. It represents air, and it also represents your ideas and your state of mind and the way you think and the way you communicate. And swords always cut straight to the source, it just gives it to you just like that. Just it's a movement card, it's an action card, it's a quick decision card. It's like tangled up, like Eight of Swords is meaning that you are like okay, so you're not stuck. It's like a stuck card. It's like you have all these choices, but you're not doing nothing about it. And you're imprisoning yourself, like self victimize, your self entrapment, like you're You're in a feeling of being trapped and victimized. You may feel powerless because in your mind you feel that changing the situation might be beyond you. And this feeling of helplessness that you have is the feeling that you have no agency like in your life. Like it has played a major role in making your situation worse. Surrounding one's power to an unknown entity, whether it's fate or God, the government, or something else, means that you are giving away your own personal responsibility to affect change. Now, surrounding one's power to an unknown entity, whether it is fate or God, the government, or something else, means that you are giving away your own personal responsibility. And what I mean by that is affect change. You can do it. Okay, so here we go. If things are not going well for you, and it is advisable for you to avoid making an important decision at this time since your judgment is clouded. And the good news is that because these traps are things that we create in our lives so that we can also leave them. If we put our mind to it, it's simply the matter of taking the blindfold off and seeing beyond your limited perspective that we create ourselves to see the possibilities and to recognize that you have your own internal power. Like you're your own self. And in the love aspect of this card, when the Eight of Swords appears in a love, in a reading, you may be feeling trapped. Do you feel smothered in a relationship or in a stale partnership that you cannot leave? You also may feel that you have no choices. And usually in this case, you look at the bigger picture. Also, we can deny ourselves possibilities that are too scared of doing and hard work of communicating, like our boundaries, standing up for ourselves. In order to make changes, you must be the one to take action and control. Freedom doesn't come with passive. You got to speak up for yourself. And if you're single, this card can also point out being too passive in your love life. You may be unwilling to meet others and hoping that solutions into your romantic life will be the person that can sweep you off your feet. And often that doesn't, it's not true. Excuse me, it's not true. And so I would say this represents you, where you at right now. It don't have to mean it's somewhere that you're feeling trapped, you're feeling like victimized. You're doing it to your own self. If you take off the blindfold, excuse me, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on today. But I'm gonna let you hold it. So I've been outside. I'm so sorry, yeah. Oh my lord. Yeah. So now we're gonna start with this. This is yourself. Entrapment in yourself. Sometimes we can put ourselves in and this is your mind. It's gonna don't have to be necessarily you. It's your mind. Where is it at right now? And the Page of Pentacles is it's with your money. It has to do with your money, earth, physical self security, health, and it's also ambition, desire, lack of commitment can mean that. That's what the card represents. And this is where your potential and challenges are. And when we meet the Page of Pentacles, we see immediately that she is one that's ambitious, and she's focused, she's protected, nourished, as you can see, and she's guided deeply by the earth. She's grounded. And, you know, it refers to the kind of energy that you need to complete all that is needed to complete your work. It also may be a point to the determination, like focus and the ability to stick with a particular task, no matter how boring it may be or seem. Also, in in terms of work, the Page of Pentacles may signify that there are a lot of tasks you are responsible for, but your time to complete them is very limited, and is not the time to feel stress or overwhelmed. Instead, you just have to ask for some assistance and ask for it. Also, in the relation of finances, the Page of Pentacles can refer to a reward for your hard work. Also, for those who are investing their hard earned money, this is not the perfect time for you to take the risk. Invest your money in a safe and traditional way. Also, if you're currently experiencing a health issue, this problem may be the result of continuous neglect in your health, and let a professional make sure that you're okay. Just don't guess. This is where your potential challenges are. That you're going to get rewarded for your hard work, and it's a good card. It's not a bad card at all. It just that's your challenges and your potential outcome of, and to me, you're doing well. So keep up the good work. Cancer. Now, card number 3 signifies that what to focus on, and Five of Swords is like you got a headache, overwhelming. Things are going. What's going on here? Cancer. It seems like you're overstressed. Something's bothering you. There's some kind of sneakiness going on. Hostility, maybe some kind of conflict, some intimidation or arguments or disputes. It may be some kind of aggression. This is what you need to be focusing on. And it seems to me that you engage in an age of a conflict of some kind or a disagreement, and there's hostility and tension in the air. And right now it's important to attempt to pick up the pieces, and you still have the chance to act while the conflict is still fresh. Um, Also, you may have annoyed or hurt some people or that you've argued with, and as a result, you are on the road to isolating yourself, perhaps at the moment, or you believe that it is more important to be right rather than wrong, or appreciate to understand that, like, understand where the other side is coming from. Don't act like to you it's more important to be right than looking at the situation and making a decision from there. And yeah, so that's your what to focus on. And instead of having negative energy, Too much ambition without actual regard to your consequences for other people could affect you. Like misplaced ambition, such as like if somebody's not a winner in your area, then don't talk bad about them or whatever. Just let them be, because we surround ourselves with people that their their ego can just like lead them. And this is the card meaning of this card. And what is more important to you, mutual progress or winning? So, um, unexpected change and uneasy energy can be in this card. Also, it can be like, see how he seems like he's anxious or demanding feeling in the air, making it easy for arguments and fight you know, to be more easy to fight and argue, and you and your partner may feel irritable or and without taking some care, or conflict can be easy to start. Should you find yourself in one of these situations, you should think about your reasons for being like this and make sure that you are not arguing just because for being right, because egos may push you and your loved one to clash without any real reason. Sometimes this can create passion when it's sorely needed, but it can be damaging too. And it could be some conflict at work or hostility in the air. It could be it could be at any moment that an argument could explode, and it could be like misunderstanding, lack of communication. Um, yeah, that's just something that's some kind of conflict there. So basically, you just want to focus not to uh, to infuse the argument so it can blow up. And then your path, Six of Swords. So again, there's a lot of swords in here in your reading, and six goes with the Eight of Swords as well. And like I said, it could be as your state of mind. It can be um, your ideas, how we think, how we communicate. This is a transition. You're leaving something behind and moving on. Um, you you feel that you're experiencing a transition of some kind, but one that is not happy and filled with regret. Also, this can be a transition with like results of a decision that you made in the past, and now that they are forcing you to leave something behind in order to move forward. You know, despite your sadness, and you need to remember that moving on is the ideal option for your future. Life is filled with moments when we are going to be forced into letting go of things that you have become attached to, and this can be quite challenging, and it shows the sadness that you may be feeling, but you have to remember that the pain will not last. It will not last. So you should look instead to the future for strength. And in life, there will be many times now that the only way to fix a problem is to leave and move on to start a new one. And also, you may feel like this is a coward's way out, but escape is the only sometimes approach that is left when you have tried all other methods. The important part is to plot your new course that will lead you to happiness. And the Six of Swords in this case is saying that plan using your logic, clarity, and objectively about where you are now and where you have been and where you want to go. Your intuition can help, but you need to think logically to ensure your success. So you might want to listen to your intuition. And also, it could signify a struggle in reaching its end. Sometimes this can make it can take a form of ending a relationship, putting a painful chapter of your relationship behind you, and reconciliating in any case also suggests that the desire to leave the past and go forward towards an unknown but brighter future. And if you're single, you may be ready to leave a part of yourself behind, or perhaps one that prevented you from accepting love. And also, if you have had old wounds you've been nurturing, the Six of Swords um, can be a welcome sight. You may be finally ready to leave them behind. And and this is your past. You may be putting a stressful period of work behind you. There may be a relief or calm as you are heading towards a more relaxed phase of work. Also, you should be making steady progress in your projects, and compared to your past experiences, these times can be welcome improvements. And sometimes this card can also indicate a recent change of roles or position into something that you are better suited for. And in the financial aspect of this card, it shows financial struggles that you put that past behind you, and financially things are being more comfortable for you now, and you may be no longer under any intense pressure or stress. And also, you may find that the past experience is a reminder to you to keep an eye out on your bank accounts. Often, sometimes we can run from our money issues, and it's better to remain responsible so that the problem don't arise again and again and again. Okay. And that's your past. So you're leaving things behind, you're moving forward to something new, something better, something that suits you, and you're content with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Now, and in your near future, your strength. Your strength is the tower. Again, the tower. It's something that you can't prevent from happening. It's a major arcana, which is you're supposed to learn from the lesson. It's like a disaster, something all of a sudden, chaos is going to, something's going to happen already, may have happened already. The old ways are no longer useful for you, and you must find another set of belief, value, and process to take their place. Also, it's time for you to replace the old foundation of the past with something that is more genuine and that will serve you better. And not only that, it represents change. I mean, you must real change, like you okay. So you see the lightning hitting, everything is coming down, and basically it's just tearing the tower down so that you can rebuild it in good. You can embrace it like that. We must abandon truth, and we must know prior to the event. The always are no longer good for us, so we have to change it. And if you don't change it, it's going to get changed because the universe is going to take its toll and do it for you. And also, it's like you don't need to be in control and keep your temper in check. Avoid saying things that may hurt other people. Also, when it comes to your love life, your romantic relationship may be nearing its end. This is like a warning card. Also, if you really value your relationship and it's time for you to take advantage, it's time to take damage control of it. Open to communication, clear misunderstandings, and in your finances, the tower meaning refresh to need to be assured of your transactions. And yeah, so something already happened, a change, or something is going to happen, and there's you have to learn the lesson from the card, from this. It's not it's not going to be passive, like it's not going to just pass, and no, it's something is going to change. And if you don't change it, the universe is going to do it for you. Card number 6, it represents the near future. Four of Swords. Like you left whatever it was in the past, and now you got out of swords, cut straight through for, and it's like you're nurturing, you're like resting, com- contemplating for yourself. And when this card is like a stillness, quiet card, calm, peace, and somewhere along the line, it was really hurt. And after a time of chaos, anger, the Three of Swords, I'm sorry, the four, because the three goes with the Four of Swords as well. Because means that it's time to retreat, to refresh, a moment of rest, whether it's from a choice or whether it is from pure exhaustion and things are not clear. So sometimes we need to go to sleep or spend time alone. In order to continue re-image your daily life, you must take the time now to take a breather. There's always that faint fear that something is more bound to happen again, and is advisable that you take your chances to rest. Just rest. And also, you may need to gain your strength and clarity in a quiet environment away from your current circumstances. It is time to reevaluate and understand your priorities. Also, to rejuvenate your spirit and to come out stronger than you were than ever before. And also, it's a time to gather new strength, prepare to face new challenges, and if you face a crisis or a crisis after a crisis and it's wearing you out, you can face new challenge only after getting away from everything and embracing your new atmosphere. Take the time to nurture yourself, to re-enter life within hopes, and it lies quietly, waiting to reveal itself after we healed anew. So it's time to regroup. Is basically what the cards say. Time to regroup. And that's your strength. And your near future, no, that was your near future, I'm sorry. And let me see, seven here, seven. So here goes your suggestions or approach. Three of Swords. Your conscience. Swords. Most of yours is your where your state of mind is at. Heartbreak, suffering, grief. So this is a message of rejection, betrayal, or hurt, discouragement. And in moments like these, Cancer, we are well served by the mind. If you can logically prepare for the experience, the impact of this pain, but also remember that the pain and the grief are a normal part of life because they make us appreciate joy, happiness, and it's also teaching us at the same time. And going through this pain, that's how we learn to avoid mistakes that can lead us into danger and more grief. And therefore, it's a journey of life. The Three of Swords also, it, it can decide suffering that is meant to make us stronger, more careful, more vigilant, more like sometimes life gives us no choice. We are knocked down, but what determines one's future is the choice of whether to remain down or rise up again. And that's what I always say. And sometimes little piece of suffering you encounter serves as a stepping stone to find a deeper meaning in this world. Also, this card comes to a time that when you need to prepare yourself for the next stage in your life. While in the grief may be extremely hurtful, it enables us to forget your past and focus on your future, knowing that you have control of what actions you have taken afterwards. Don't dwell so much on what's troubling you, but instead focus on what is approaching you because you determine your fate. So you did something about it. And also, when it comes to the Three of Swords, is a time to be maybe you've cried, you have your heart broke, you're sad. If you're in a relationship, this can also sometimes point to a breakup, a conflict, or some kind of separation. And also, this card can point to a third party creating trouble in your relationship. You and your partner may have to face difficult problems in order to remain together. Without clear and respectful decision and willingness to work together, the relationship it will reach its end. And if you're single, it may be that past grief and suffering is affecting your ability to date. Past wounds have not yet healed, and it is important to give yourself time before you attempt to find love. And what you need to know right now, the magician. You have everything in hand, all the tools, and is a major arcana is a less it's like a it's, the major arcana is a lesson learned. Like the sun, the magician. And the magician, it just tells you that you have all the tools to get started again in life. And the magician, willpower, desire, and you are powerful to create your inner world and outer world as well. It's time to create your new world, and it also means that it's a time to tap into your full potential without hesitation. It also might be a new job, a new business, a new love, or something else. It also shows that the time to take action is now, and any signs of holding back would mean missing the opportunity of becoming the best version of yourself. Also, certain choices will have to be made, and these can bring great changes to come. And the magician is power to make the world that you most want and what you want, how you want your world. And it also indicates that making things manifest, like skill, creativity, desire, and determination, will bring success and love. And also, you should be if you are searching for love, the magician suggests that you take action and create opportunities to meet someone who you desire, because the magician represent resourcefulness and skill. It also is still important to make sure that no deception or illusions are at work, like you know. And for both singles and couples, the magician brings excitement and desire to experiment. And what is that you need to know? Page of Swords. So you're taking some kind of learning. So based on your cards are all swords. Your state of mind, your ideas, your communication, the way you think, and yeah, you're you having new ideas that's coming through. You're going to school or you're learning something new. You're you have some mental energy. You're inspired by something. So it, it seems that it's like that you're very eager to execute an idea that you've been having or a project that you cooked up and you are quite passionate about, and you cannot wait to share it and the progress with others. Also, you see that you're passionate, and it's time to, to talk about your project. It's time to communicate, share your ideas. Um, whether if it's someone else's idea or yours, it's time to open up and talk about them, as long as it's constructive. And it also might be that you had a lot of energy or many ideas that you put into your career. And also, this does point to some sort of apprenticeship or new experience, meaning that you may either be in a period of training, school, or starting a new job or career path with your ambition. You also have lots of goals, and you have some extra education or experience so that you can reach these goals. And you may be full of great ideas about how to stretch your finances or how to make more money, but whatever ideas you may have, um, is still in the early stages, and you can try to draw like people to your ideas. And you may also be curious about your finances at this time. It is a complex world out there, and also you you can better maximize your earnings by taking some time to study retirement fund options, stocks, bonds that comes into mind, or some kind of financial product or some kind of financial planning thing that you're doing, or it may somebody is helping you guide you. These are your hopes and your fears. And now, last but not least, it's Five of Cups, emotions, feelings, how you feel, relationships is what the card signifies. And it's loss, grief, self pity you might have. This is the outcome of your reading. Disappointment, feeling differently as you like, feeling unhappy that a certain situation hasn't really turned out the way you had hoped it would be. Instead of moving towards a more positive perspective, this card seems to say that you are dwelling in the past, inducing feeling of self-pity and regret. And the water actually spilled from, you see the water all around her from the cup, shows that you might have missed an opportunity. It also shows that the problem is mostly emotional and not materially or financially. Instead of moving towards a positive perspective, this card seems to say that you are like something maybe in your past relationship, or think something that happened. Also, the Five of Cups shows that you may have certain issues letting go of things which are in the past. And what is more, is also shows that you are unwilling to learn from mistakes that you have already committed. And the card is often going to reflect on on a person who's caught up in their past and is absolutely incapable of moving on or don't want to move on. This means that he or she has a high chance of missing out on what new joys are in the future to bring to you, because you're not letting that go. And you may be going through a period of mourning right now. And also, you're probably going through a breakup or some sort of not that a time of tension or arguments with your partner. It is helpful, however, to understand that not all is lost. The Five of Cups, is emotional loss, but also you may be overlooking what is still what is still good and what has survived. And oftentimes, this brings the seed of hope. And an argument can teach you about something in a relationship. Did it help foster communication, or did it remain silent? Did the breakup bring you freedom to explore your individuality beyond your past relationship? As much as there are things to mourn over, the Five of Cups, it's suggestion that there are things to look forward to in life. And if you lost or you're grieving in the context of your career, this can take place in the form of loss of a job, business, or a project or partnership. Perhaps you are being forced to take a step backwards in your career, or it may be that someone with whom you work might have abandoned a project that you shared, or you may have chosen to walk away instead. Also, this is a period of sadness and transformation. These changes are hard, but they offer a learning experience, a learning lesson, and there may be more things that you thought that they were crushed, but they're not. Trying to maintain positive relationship with old co-workers outside the office. Stay connected to the best elements of what you lost. And in also the financial aspect of this card, you might be suffering a substantial loss, and there may be a lot of stress at the moment, and you may have to make sure that you are not spending wasting time building up your financial security once again. Also, it is important now more than ever to remain positive about your situation. Luck, th- this card is always there's many things that you can still salvage about this situation. So look towards what you already have, as well as your skill set, to see what you can use to make up for the loss of that. And sorry, with that being said, I'm sorry, with that being said, I would like to clear the car out with Archangel Michael. Prayers, what he should suggest, and what kind of prayer can you do. So with any prayer from the here, you can light the candle, say the prayer, and just leave the candle full, depending on what Archangel Michael would say. All right, so bear with me 1 second. I'll go ahead and uh, shuffle these cards. Archangel Michael, for Cancer's reading, is there any suggestions or any advice that you want to give to them? Oh, here we go. Okay. Archangel Michael, is there any suggestions or any advice for Cancer? Is there any advice or any suggestions for Cancer? Is there any suggestions for Cancer? Any advice? Is there any spirit? Is there anything, any advice you want to give to Cancer? Any advice you want to give to Cancer? There we go. Oh, okay, all those cards fell, don't count. Archangel Michael, is there any messages or any triggers that? Okay, here we go. God is in charge. That's the card that came out. God is in charge. So I'm going to read it. God's in charge. And dear God, please help me let go of this situation. Give it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. That's your prayer card. And also, I want to like end this with this attract law of attraction. I don't know if you know what law of attraction is, but I'm about to enlighten you in one. And this is something that I had to use myself in the past as well too. It is not my role to make others happy. Again, it is not my role to make others happy. What this card means in the law of attraction, it is not my role to make others happy. It is your role to keep yourself in balance. When you pay attention to how you feel and practice self empowering thoughts that align with who you really are, you will offer an example of thriving that will be tremendous value to those who have the benefit of observing you. And this is connecting with the universe. You cannot get poor enough to help poor people or get sick enough to help sick people get well. You can only uplift from your position of strength and clarity and alignment, meaning that if you're poor, you can't help the poor. If you're not well, how are you going to help somebody that's well? If you're not uplifted, how are you going to uplift somebody? Right. So it is not your role to make others happy. It is your role to keep yourself in balance. When you pay attention to how you feel and practice self-empowering thoughts. Also, I'm going to the if self-empowering thoughts, it's I will succeed. I am a happy person. I am grateful. I am, see that? That's all positive, empowering thoughts to you. So you can, I'm going to see if I can find, you can, a channel which you can find them on YouTube, empowering, um, empowering positive thoughts. And yeah, so, you want to you want to de-victimize yourself. You want to leave things in the past. You don't want to keep going forward with it. You just want to free yourself, which you are grounded, you're fine, you're just moving on into your creativity and things that you got going on. Don't sweat it so much, as I would say. Don't sweat it so much. You left something better. I'm sorry. You left something bad, or you left something that wasn't good for you to move forward. And that's good. Just got to be dealing with your feelings and stuff that way. Things was going to happen or already happened when a disaster came. Now you need rest from all that to feel balanced with yourself and your alignment. It was hard. It hurt like hell. And you went through the emotions. It killed you. But now you're okay. Now the universe gave you everything, the tools to start new again. You got all these good ideas, everything that you got going for yourself. You're learning something, you're thinking about moving forward with yourself, and you just flying with your ideas. Some things you just gotta let go and surface for yourself. And your emotions, when you're going through it, I understand. And God's in charge. And overall, it is not my role to make others happy. Okay? But to support them, keep, so by supporting them, by being there, that's fine. But you have to be in charge for yourself. You got to make sure that you are in line with yourself, in tune, so that you could be in tune with the universe. And once you are in tune, everything else falls. Thank you for being in my reading. I do appreciate it. Mm. Hey, Janky Kanky, how you doing? I see. And now you're aware of your situation. That's good, because I tell you, there's a lot of hidden things, and people are not honest and things like that. And whatever you do in the dark is going to come to the light, no matter what. But if you could know sooner, then it'll be good. It'll be good. Thank you again. And also, you want to email me, Jez Pure Tarot. I'll put in the reading. If you subscribe, tap the bell to be notified more about um, these readings. And also, when you subscribe to my channel, you do get a gift. And I'm going to put my email here. And you just email me, and bear with me 1 second, gmail.com. And I will text you. And yeah, so we can take it from there. Thank you so much. Oh, and one more thing before I go. I wanted to do one of these. So this is like a house spell that you can do for yourself before before special gatherings, or any time when you feel the need to do a deep cleaning on both the physical and spiritual your plane. Light a white candle and say this spell. My home is a temple of love and light. I now fill it with peace and beauty for tonight. May all who enter this temple space bring laughter and joy and fill it with grace. So mote it be. Blessings to all. And I'll put it in my description, the house spell as well. So I hope that you, and also I just wanted to mention about your messages, overall your cards. So this was that you did leave, and you have left whatever was it good for you. And when you left it, you made good everything for yourself very well. And in the sun, the light, and all you got to do is just have confidence, and you're good to go. That's it. So thank you again, and you have a beautiful day. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Janky. Okay. So Janky, send me your email, and you have to give me somewhere to send it to. So I make spiritual candles, and I have the N9 masks and stuff like that. So you tell me you tell me what you like. Email me where you want your gift sent to. Okay, thank you. Have a blessed day. Blessed, beautiful day. Even though it's cold outside. And I appreciate all my viewers. And if there's any suggestions or anything that you want me to talk about or you want me to do, that's fine. I'll do it. And also, if you could, it could be a tarot card. It could be a tarot reading in if you want that. Um, I do make homemade candles as well, and I have the masks. So you pick out what you want. When you email me, I'll take it from there, and then we can just take it from there. Okay, guys, I gotta go. You have a beautiful day and safe too. Thank you. Bye.